Good morning, everybody! Anyways, good morning once again. Good morning. Even though I woke up like 3 hours ago. So, let's just close this out and let's do that. Let's start up Unity. Let's have a brand new life. While you were gone, I decided to make some changes. Let me tell you, making a Baldi's Basics VR game is harder than you think. I might have mentioned this before for our new viewers. Please don't try this like it's like a dangerous experiment. Do not try this at home. Your life will be a living hell if you try it. Do not try this. Or unless you're me, but you are not me. So do not try this. Let me get the paparazzi here. Because I put in like so much hard work into this for like, it's been a year now. Probably even 2. I don't know. Just don't try making Baldi's Basics VR. Mistman 12 didn't even do it. I mean, respect to him, but like, still don't try this. It is not safe. Oh, and also, if anybody requests that I do Baldi's Basics VR Classic Remastered, I want you to throw yourself out the window. Because that's gonna cost me much more crash out. I never said anybody said that. But if anybody's gonna say that, I'm just letting you know, that's gonna be like 12 times harder. Because there are so much stuff in there. Imagine the Null finale boss, and imagine Math Machine. Imagine all of that. There's like, oh, best part, imagine the item slots. That was super hard for me to code. There's like 2 item slots in Baldi's Basics Classic Remastered. The 3 and the 5. Those are so hard to code. You couldn't even see me yawning because I'm thinking of that. Please don't. Just don't. Alright? Thank you. Never said anybody did. Just don't anyway, alright? Please. Anyways, aside from that, there's nothing much to be worrying about because we're gonna go ahead and start it off. Unity's currently starting up a bit, but fresh start. Everything's cool. And well, yay. Also, for those out there who like the little angry German kid smashing the keyboard, I suggest you watch the video that I made. I enhanced it to 60 FPS, so it's higher quality now. I hope you enjoy that. Use it in all your videos if you want. But I feel like that dude because I'm gonna crash out over the fact that it is harder than you think making Baldi's Basics VR. If you've never coded in Unity before, I suggest you take lessons instead of self-learning. That was my mistake. But I learned from my mistakes and I never used lessons. And I even managed to make far into Baldi's Basics VR. That's because I'm smart. However, if you have a doctorate in software engineering in the specialized Unity programming, please, I'm begging you, don't go on Fiverr to make me have to pay you. Just help me out. That's what I ask. Help. Just help me in Unity and we'll be good. Alright? And another reason why that I'm gonna crash out is because of kernel panics. For those that don't know what that is, it's the blue screen of death. There's been 5 of them from yesterday combined. Now imagine this. You're trying to play a game and you are at the peak. You've been killing so many people, but then somebody insults you. And it backfires on you, and you get a blue screen of death. Imagine that. You wouldn't want to imagine that. But I got 5 of them. And they were at the peak of the programming that I was doing. However, being gifted and talented is an advantage in this case. My thinking has helped me. I have figured out that if I use my brain will brain and it will help me, okay? Okay, just don't ask questions about that. I'm gonna make like a whole speech while Unity's loading, so just either deafen yourself or take a listen. Do not make Baldi's Basics VR. I'm gonna say this again. I'm just gonna keep saying this. Do not try to make Baldi's Basics VR. Even if you're so experienced in Baldi, you do not know how to use the VR input actions. How do I know this? Because nobody, except for me, has ever tried Baldi's Basics VR coding. And if you have, privately, good job. But if you decided to quit, like me, I quit 1,000,000 times, but I'm still doing it to this day. I quit, I go back to it. I quit, I go back to it. It is way harder than you think it is. Alright? It makes your life a hellhole. More of a hellhole than school. School you have to stay in for 6 hours, while Baldi's Basics VR you have to stay in for more than 6 months. So, think about this for a second. Think. Judging by the fact that the main script in Baldi's Basics is the game controller script, and it has more than 200 lines of code, don't expect me to finish it fast. I know you guys are waiting for it, but don't expect me to finish the game super fast. VR is harder than you think it is. In fact, it's so hard, I can't even look for a scissors model. I can't even look for a controller model so that you can see your own controllers. All you're going to see is red lines. And even in the video I recorded, the GUI was pinned. Come on, it is harder than you think. Best part is, I'm cooked. There's animations as well. There's GUIs that use buttons. And let me tell you, VR is not compatible with buttons in the way I'm doing it. So, instead of getting to work, I'm gonna lecture the heck out of you so you can actually figure out and take a sneak peek. So I'm not gonna rant or give out. Actually, I am. I'm just kidding. Haha, you got joked on. So, yes, that's basically what I'm gonna do today, since I've had my fair share of coding time, and I'll probably do more. But right now, that's enough. Hey, it's loaded. Come on, Unity, boot up. So this is what it looks like right now. I've changed a few things, so when you let's see what it would look like mainly when you start it. It looks kind of glitchy at first, but this is what it looks like. It has a pause GUI because I'm trying to work on it, and I finally got this to work. So that's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna crash out all day. My hands are shaking. Oh my gosh. So if you look to the left, there's the hierarchy. This is everything that I have to edit. Playtime. Screw you. The jumping thing. Okay, think about this. How would I implement that? There's no space bar on a VR controller unless you have some gizmo VR. And I'm not gonna add a space bar for that because I wanted my game to support most VR controllers. Not all, because all of them, they don't have the same controls. However, I'm most experienced with the MetaQuest 3. That's my VR. And the only way I use controls is I feel the controller and I look for what's best. For example, I'm holding it in my hand. If I were to run, I'd probably say I'd use the grip button, which is the button like on the handle, not the trigger button at the top. And then the joystick to go. That's what I would do. And then there's the game controller. This is what makes my life a living hell. The game controller is what makes my life a living hell. Do you hear me? A living hell. By a living hell, I mean a living hell. You want to know how? You could count how many things are here and fall asleep like you're counting how many sheep. That's how it is. Oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, someone let me do my use one. I'm human. What I gotta do to get a 30 was human, innovative, animated, represented, anything is said because I know for me, devastated, devastated, how do you feel motherfucking non easy feel like a 17? That you could count so much stuff in this script. It requires all of this. Next up, we got the music players. There's two. The school music, and then the learning music for the ThinkPad. And then there's this thing, the player. That is not the player anymore, because this isn't the VR supported player. The true player is the XR Origin. Then there's this useless AI Wonder Points. I wonder how is it gonna locate the player if it's XR. Then mobile controls. It is so useless because we need VR controls, not mobile. Arts and crafters. The capsule collider. I wonder how many glitches there's gonna be. AI path. Whoever invented this, I don't know what's wrong with you. It just makes no sense. This is probably the most useful thing I can find in the game. It's the main Baldi. Then there's Baldi himself. The one where you finish. The one where you finally decide to get an answer wrong. He's invisible, but here's him. It's him. Then the event system. What the hell is the point of this? Then the environment, the whole map. And then the secret test enemy, place face, whatever you want to call him. Gotta sweep. At least he cleans him. He can sweep you into Baldi if you're unlucky. Principal. I wonder how. Just how are you gonna escape the principal? No running in the halls. It's just gonna be so complicated because even the grip button is complicated for VR. And then the arts and crafters triggers, aka where all of the not where all of the exits are? Oh yeah, the multiple triggers. And then first prize. For VR players, that is the worst thing I'm probably gonna code. Because in VR you can move around with the controller, but if you're using a computer, you can easily code it to stop. In that case, I don't know how to disable a VR controller yet, but I'll figure it out. And then the debugger. I don't need this. This is useless. It's a bully. Even with this disabled, I feel like I'm being bullied by the Unity game engine. Jump rope. We want to make this 3D so badly, but the animation is killing me. I don't know how to use animations. And then the math game, also known as this. Just let it zoom out. 3, 2. Oh, that's too far of a zoom out. 3, 2, 1. This. That is the math game. Now, with a VR, you can easily turn around and just look away from it. However, what if I wanted to lock the camera on the math game? I can't. I can stop it from moving and everything. That's amazing. It is. It's practically cool. It is practically cool. Hi to everybody in chat. It's practically cool and all, but coding in VR is harder than you think it is. Oh, and the school isn't just it. The school is not just it. There are many other things I have to code. Starting when you join the game, you have to go to the main menu. And the main menu looks like this. These sides are invisible, which is impractical for VR. And the skybox, how the heck would I know how to code that? And this useless X button, because there is no point in having an X button, because I think in some VR controllers there's a different way of exiting. Just exit it with your, like, exiting the link, Meta Link if you're using Quest 3. Just exit it with the link or Steam VR. Exit it like that, please. Game over. What the hell is this? It's the same thing. Results. Let's zoom back a bit. Why is it much more tinier? You got the school. I showed you this earlier. Then the secret room. I gotta say, it's actually pretty cool having a VR person to go through the secret room. It's like a... We should make it dark. It's like a creepy hallway. And then we should go here. But notice this. If you zoom out, there's this thing. Everybody knows what that is. And then the test room, the beginning. And then I have to do this before. So, yeah. It's crap. I'll be right back. But in the meantime, just enjoy what I said, alright? I'll go over it like a million times and I'll code. I see your comments now, okay? I see it now. You probably left, so I don't know. Shit. Alright. Let's do this. So, this is a fan-made decompile. I'm gonna have to change this text from decompile, because technically, it's not going to be a decompile anymore. It's going to be a non-proprietary VR game. So I'm going to have to change this text. Oh! I'm going to have to change the canvas too. And where is the main camera is going to look like this. We need an XR rig. So that's going to be the worst part. Press any key to continue. Alright. Let's go. Best part about Unity is that the actions don't correspond to each script. You can choose which actions you want to use. I'm going to check the chat now. Alright, perfect. Amazing. Alright, now, step number 2. Let's convert it into a UI canvas. It uses world space. Now, we do not want... Wait, do we want world space? Yeah, we do want world space. We're gonna move all of your children into here.